It is Wednesday, April 28th, 8:05 a.m., and I am back on trail. So, last night was warm. I need to get a new sleeping bag. Um, I have a old Z-Pack sleeping bag. It was a 20 degree that I used in 2016. Basically, it's like a 30 degree now, and it works pretty good, but the zipper doesn't work, so that's the only thing I'm worried about. I could use that, or I might just have to find a cheap, lightweight summer sleeping bag to use. Because last night, man, I was hot. I draped it over me. I got in it at first and I was like, ooh, this is hot. And I took it off and then kind of just draped it over me. And I woke up and I was hot. But then earlier this morning, I had it draped over me and it felt good because it cooled off. Not cold, but just got cool. Felt nice, actually, really wonderful. So we had lots of deer visit us last night. We had deer visit us this morning. That shelter, man, the deer just go in and out, in and out. They must do it all the time. They're not scared of humans at all. So my plans, I have 9.1 to hike to Harpers Ferry. I was thinking about staying at the Quality Inn there, but I don't know what's going on with that town. Everything might be closed. Who knows? And you're limited to their hours there, and everything's kind of pricey there. So I think I'm going to go to Charlestown, which is right outside of there, and stay at the Super Motel 6. And there's a grocery store, there's a Walmart, there's a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of fast food. Unfortunately, most of the fast food now, you only can go through drive-through. You can't go in the dining room and order. And I've tried twice to walk in the drive-through, and both times they wouldn't let me go through because they said it's a liability or something, which I understand. I could get ran over by a car, but man, I want to eat some fast food from time to time, you know? Dang, man. Well, anyways, yeah, so we'll see what's up, but that's my plan so far. So I'm going to go ahead and get to hiking, and I will get back with y'all. All right. So I just passed Keys Gap, that road you saw. So when you're hiking Nobo, on the right, you'll see the sign for West, or for Virginia. It says "Welcome to Virginia." On the left, it says "Welcome to West Virginia." So that road is like right on the border. The trail comes right on the border. And the trail has been going along the border of West Virginia and Virginia for a little while now. It kind of meanders in Virginia and then West Virginia and just kind of goes like along the border. So in 2016, when I passed that gap, I went ahead and I was going to do a resupply. So I went down, I think it's like point 0.3, take a right, and there was a store down there. I don't know if it's still there because of what happened, but back then it was there and they had a good deli, everything you needed for a resupply. So I stopped into that store, I resupplied, and I was sitting out, putting all my food, packing it up into Ziplocs and all that. And this guy was in this truck, kind of hippie looking truck, and he started talking to me about asking me if I'm through hiking and all that, and I was telling him I was, and he started telling me about this organic farm that he lives on with other people, and it's right down the road, and if I needed a place to stay, I could stay there. And he mentioned it was the 12 tribes. So now, before my through hike, I had read tons of books and watched a few videos, because there weren't a super lot of videos back then. And people had talked about the 12 tribes, and some people said it was like, most of it was positive feedback, but some people said it was like cultish. But like I've said before, everything's cultish. Like I was saying, college football, all college teams, all professional sports, it's all cultish. When you're on that team, man, you're like, when you're super, super fan of that team, I mean, it starts getting cultish. The whole political spectrum, the left-right paradigm, Team Biden, Team Trump, man, that's super, super cultish, man. And if you're not on any of those teams and you're in the middle, you're just in, so, you know what I mean? So much stuff is cultish. So I had talked to this guy, and I was like, you know what? Back then, I just wanted to go for the ride, and I was like, whatever comes my way, I'm just going to go for it. So I was like, you know what? I'll go check out your farm for a little bit, because he said he'll drive me right back if I want to come back, or he said I could stay there. So I went to the farm, and I could tell right away, man. I was like, okay, this looks like a commune for sure, but honestly, it had a cool vibe, and I was like, man, this is going to be interesting. If anything, it'll be a super cool experience. So he told me to clean up, so I cleaned up. They gave me some clothes to change into, and so I cleaned up. I went out, and I was on a porch just watching everyone, and it was kind of getting towards the end of the day, and everyone was still doing stuff. They were all working, but it seemed like they were just not in a rush, just taking their time, smiling, talking to each other. And I noticed the kids, I noticed everyone looked happy, super happy, but that doesn't mean nothing, I've seen cults where they're all like, hi, my name is Neptune. Have you ever heard of Chicachunga? And, and you're like, no, and you walk off. So that doesn't really mean nothing that they were all smiling, but in my opinion, they all genuinely seemed happy. And then that night, they all got around, we all ate together, and the kids ate at their own table, and the adults ate at their own table. And then I ate kind of a smaller table with some more adults. And I was the only non-12 tribes person there. And then they did some little singing and dancing stuff, which I got a chuckle out of. Then I went to bed. I woke up the next morning and helped them with a few little things like pulling out tools and all that stuff. And they gave me a ride back. And yeah, it was an awesome experience. So it was funny. I called my wife, and I told her, because she knew about the 12 tribes, and I told her that I was there, and I go, I think I'm going to stay for a while. And it freaked her out, man. She was just silent for like 5 seconds. And I'm like, I'm just joking. Because she knew that it was kind of cultish, the 12 tribes. So I just wanted her to think that maybe, I bought into their Kool-Aid, drank their Kool-Aid, and was going to stay there for a while. But I didn't. It was a cool experience. And I don't know, probably wouldn't do it again. But yeah, long story, but pretty cool experience. All right, well, I'm going to keep on hiking, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so as you can see, this is the state line, not that road back there. I was thinking there was a sign with the state line. So now I am officially in West Virginia. I am done with Virginia. Whew. Man, Virginia. Virginia is so long, man. You forget. You're almost like, when you're in Virginia, you're like, I'm just going to be in Virginia forever. Man, they definitely need to cut that state in two, I think. Yeah, so let's see. Virginia, you were beautiful. South Virginia, you were rugged and your trails were not maintained very well. A lot of it. And North Virginia, you were... I actually think North Virginia the trail is more beautiful than South Virginia. For some reason, I always thought South Virginia was nicer, but I think North Virginia is nicer, except for the exceptions of Grayson Highlands and Mount Rogers. Other than that, I think North Virginia is a little bit nicer. Yeah. So, Virginia, it was wonderful. And what was I here for, like a month? All right, Virginia. Take care. Until next time, you stay cool. All right, West Virginia. Let's see what you got. Hey y'all, so I am officially in Harpers Ferry. So the ATC Conservancy is back that way. You could just go down this road right here and back around. You'd see it. You just follow these light blue blazes to the Conservancy. I'm not going because why should I? There's nothing there for me. No reason for me to stop, that's for sure. So what I want to do first thing is I want to get some food. So Scott said he's going to pick me up at 2:30 to eat again. So I should be hungry by then. So I might just wait for him to pick me up and then he can drop me off in Charlestown instead of trying to find a ride now. So right now I am just going to go find that. I found a barbecue place. I think I'm going to hit that up, get some food in me, and I will take y'all along, of course. All right. Hey y'all. So I am outside the general store, the Outfitters in Harpers Ferry. Yeah, so I went and ate. That barbecue place was closed. So I went and ate at this pub and I ordered wings, but and chugged down 2 Cokes. I was so hungry and thirsty, I didn't even think about recording it. So, so I just ate there, and then I came down here and got a fuel canister and a soda and some candy. And it's like, I think like 1:20. I'm getting picked up at 2:30 by Scott. So I have a little bit of time to hang out here. So I think I'll just walk around and show some sights of Harpers Ferry while I'm here. I won't be here much longer. Yeah, and then I will get back with y'all when I get to the hotel in Charlestown. All right. All right, y'all. Well, that's some of Harpers Ferry, as you saw. So when I was touring around the town, Scott pulled up. I saw a SUV stop suddenly, and then someone got out and was like, "Hey, homeless guy." And it was Scott. He said he was gonna just drive around in a circle, let me finish filming, and then come pick me up. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait here for him to come back around, and when I get to the motel, I will get back with y'all. All right. So I made it to the Motel 6. So Scott picked me up, and when we were driving here, he's like, "Yeah, you have a someone paid for your room." And I was like, haha, because I thought it was Scott. And he's like, no, it's a secret person. They don't want me to tell you who. And I'm like, okay, man, okay. So we pull up, and I get out, and I see Hawk, and he's sitting there talking to a cop because he watched some guy push some lady into a car, and they rushed off. So he was sitting there talking to a cop because someone had called the cops about it. And yeah, so man, Hawk paid for my room, and he's down there with Scott waiting for me. We're gonna go out to eat. Man, I thought I missed Hawk for sure because I thought he was way past here, but he ended up taking a day off. Today he zeroed. So yeah, he's here at the Motel 6, and man, it's good to see him. The funny thing is in 2019, me, Hawk, and Scott all met here, and we all went out to eat together, and then Hawk ended up staying in the room with me, taking a zero that day, and then he got up real early and hiked off. So yeah, man, we're back here again, all three of us. So it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go out to eat, and of course, I will take y'all along. All right. Hello, Senor Hawk.
Oh,
Oh man, so what are we doing tonight?
we're eating again Mexican food.
How many times is this for you?
This will be my fourth meal of the day with snacks in between.
That's not really bad considering you're a hiker, you know?
Okay.
But I could have ordered 2 dinners at the last one, so
Oh yeah, that barbecue was amazing.
it was.
So what'd you think about that town that we visited? Do you remember what the name of that town was?
Frederick, Maryland.
Frederick, Maryland? That was Maryland?
Yep.
Oh, right on. That was kind of a cool town,
It
wasn't
was
it?
really cool.
It was, man.
All the art everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, lots of cool murals.
It's awesome.
Yep. Just Hawk and me eating some Mexican in Charlestown, right?
Charlestown,
Yeah,
West
man.
Virginia.
Not much happening in Harpers Ferry, so we come to Charlestown. Yeah, man. It's just, I mean, most of the places are closed down. You notice that? The restaurants and stuff. Yeah. So, and the restaurants that are there close really early. So we're like, man, we're staying over here at the what is it? The Motel 6, and it's nice, man. I mean, it's good enough, right?
They'll leave a light on for us.
Yeah, they do. All right, man. Well, we'll talk to y'all. So that is it for today. Man, what a day. So I made it into Harpers Ferry. I hung out for a bit. And then Scott picked me up. Brought me into Charlestown to check into the Motel 6. And then Hawk. Hawk was there. Hawk paid for my room for tonight. Thanks, Hawk, man. That's amazing. Dude, like I said, man, Hawk is one of the coolest people. Definitely, like, one of my favorite hikers for sure, if not my favorite hiker. I have so much respect for Hawk. I think most everyone out there knows that. I mean, just to pull off a yo-yo, not to mention, what is this, his 8th time through hiking? I mean, the dude is a legend. There is no doubt about it. And if for some odd reason you have no idea who I'm talking about Craig Maines, Hawk, go check out his YouTube channel. You have to. The guy is, he represents the AT. He is the spokesperson for the AT, in my opinion. And it's funny, we're talking that, we're like, one of us should tell everyone that we're gonna run for president of the ATC, but get this, we are not going to take the salary. Nope, we don't want the salary. We want to do it voluntarily. I am definitely willing to do that. I will take your job, Sandra, and do it for free, do it better than you, and I will give that salary back to the AT and rebuild some of these washed out bridges and maybe do something about some of these dangerous roadwalks. Yeah, so we're talking about that. So yeah, man, I think if anyone though should be a spokesperson for the ATC, it should be Hawk. He represents it, not Sandra, and honestly, no one on the board. So, with that said, yeah, man, awesome day. I can't say enough good things about today. Hanging out with Hawk and Scott, man. This is what trail life's all about. The people. Yep. It's all about the people. ATC, are you listening? It's about us, the hikers, the people. So I will talk with y'all in the morning. All right.